I have a question to ask you. Do you want to build a Hollywood star physique, Hollywood star body in 90 days from now, no matter where your start is, where your beginning point is? Do you want to build a Hollywood star body in 90 days using a 5-step proven plan? Do you want to look like a Brad Pitt from a movie Fight Club? Do you want to look like Daniel Craig from the movie Casino Royale? Do you want to look like Chris Hemsworth from Thor? Do you want to look like these Hollywood stars? Do you want to build a body that these Hollywood stars had for these roles? If your answer to this question is a yes, then this video is for you, because in this video, this is exactly what I'm going to show you how to do in this video, step by step. I'm revealing everything I know about it, so you can go ahead and do exactly the same right now, today, starting today, and in 90 days from now, having a Hollywood star body, having six-pack abs, being six-pack abs, shredded, being lean, 8 to 12% body fat, and looking good, feeling amazing, with energy. I'm going to show you exactly step by step, 5 steps, how you can do exactly the same. This is exactly what I did in about 90 days and managed to actually keep it off and keep and maintain my physique and my body for a year right now. Okay, so before I begin into all the steps and all of it, I just want to go ahead and go over who is this for and who is this not for, because not everybody wants to build this physique, right? Not everybody wants to do the work. So I just want to make sure that you're the right person watching this and that this is the right thing for you. Okay, so first of all, who this is not for. This is not for you if you are lazy and looking for a shortcut. This is not for you. This is not for you if you want the results without changing your habits. If you want to change, we have to make a change. Nothing changes if nothing changes. And if you don't want to change, if you don't want to change your routine, your habits, your actions, this is not for you. This is not for you if you quit the moment things feel uncomfortable. This is not for you if you blame, your age, genetics, work, or family for everything. This is not for you. This is not for you if you want motivation instead of a plan. This is not for you if you're not willing to lift weights, eat properly with the right structure, with the right eating structure, not a diet plan and not strict fad diet plan, but right eating structure. And if you're not willing to stay consistent, because without consistency, we can't do anything. And this is not for you if you're comfortable staying where you are right now, tired, stuck, with your current body. This is not for you if you're still comfortable staying where you are right now. Okay. So if that's you, this is not your program, please click off the video right now, because this is not for you, and this program and this plan won't be able to help you. These 5 steps are not for you. So you can click off the video right now. But who is this for? This is for you if you are a man who is sick of being fat, sluggish, and low energy, so you want more life out of life. This is for you if you are that. This is for you if you're tired of looking in the mirror and seeing the same thing day in, day out, and not liking what you see. This is for you if you want to feel strong, confident, and respected again. This is for you if you're done with strict diets that always fail. If you're done with doing cardio, strict dieting, intermittent fasting, keto, if you're done with that and not liking the results that you are seeing, this is for you. This is for you if you're ready to follow a proven system, not guess. So do no guess and work. Just follow, have a system, have a plan, and follow it. This is for you if you're willing to put in the work even on busy weeks, even when things are chaotic, even when things are busy. This is for you. Okay, this is for you as well if you want a lean, strong, Hollywood level body, not just weight loss. I'm not going to teach you how to lose weight right now. I'm going to teach you how to build a lean, muscular, strong, athletic, good-looking, attractive physique. Okay, that's what I'm going to teach you in this video right here, right now. So if you just want weight loss, this is not for you. And this is for you if you believe change is possible and you're ready to commit, 100% fully commit. This is for you. And if you are this, then stick around, because I can help, and this plan will help you get in the best shape of your life, build lean Hollywood star body in 90 days from now using the 5 steps I'm going to walk you through in this video. Okay, so to build a Hollywood star body, we only really need to do 2 things, and that's it. We have that body that we are after. Okay, just 2 things. Okay, this body, this body, this body, this body, this body, just two things, okay? First of all, we need to get our body fat percentage down to 8 to 12%, and we need to build the muscle in the right places. That's it. Those are the only two things that we need to accomplish if we want to build a movie star physique, if we want to build a Hollywood star body. The only two things are get our body fat percentage down, so get lean, and then two, build muscle, but not, any muscle. Build muscle in the right places on your body, chest, back, and shoulders. And I'll go into more depth into all of this right now, okay? Now, with this being said, how do you actually accomplish these two things? Okay, so these two things is the goal that we are chasing. And once we have that goal, we have the physique that we want. But how do we actually achieve these two things? What are the action steps that are going to produce us those two things? And in the end, the Hollywood star body, okay? So I simplified them into 5 simple steps that when executed, in the way I tell you in this video, you're going to accomplish these two things. You're going to be 8 to 12% body fat, and you're going to have muscle built in the right places on your body, and that is chest, back, and shoulders, specifically upper chest, back, lats muscle, and shoulders, middle shoulders, okay? So I'm gonna walk you through all of this right now. Let's go ahead and do it. So you can go ahead after watching this video right now and take it to the bank and get Hollywood star body in 90 days, okay? So first thing we are going to be doing, and you need to be doing, is lifting 3 times per week, focusing on compound exercises and progressive overload. And in the first part of it, about 8 to 10 weeks, you want to focus on strength, and then the last 2 to 4 weeks, depending on how much progress you made, 2 or 4, you want to work high reps to build sarcoplasmic muscle, which will make our muscles really pop and give us that literally Hollywood star body. So like you can do a photo shoot, a modeling photo shoot by the 12th week, okay? Now, the reason why I want to work out only 3 times per week is because, most people think that you just need to train every day and lift some weights and you will build muscle. That's not the case. You need to be strategic with your approach for building muscle. So first of all, you need to build muscle in the right places. And those right places are upper chest, so that is this area over here, lats, so that's this muscle over here, back, and then shoulders, middle shoulders, which is this muscle right over here. And that will broaden your upper section area of your body and make an illusion of having a narrow waist, which gives it that V-taper body that is really infamous for Hollywood star actors, okay? Now, with that being said, why do we want to train only 3 times per week? It's because we want to focus on strength, because a stronger muscle is a bigger muscle. So if we get stronger on our exercises that target upper chest, back, and shoulders, we are going to build muscle, okay? Now, how do you get stronger? How do you build muscle? Well, you stimulate the muscle. This is what most people don't understand. You stimulate the muscle to grow in the gym, but the muscle actually grows when it's outside resting and recovering, when it's repairing its cells and growing, okay? So we want to work out only 3 times per week for that to happen, and then leave the rest for muscle to grow, rest, and recover, so we can come back into the gym with more strength, with more muscle, and stimulate it even further. So we really build that upper body area and really give that narrow waist illusion, okay? So this is what we are targeting right over here. This upper section, we want to broaden that out so that this area over here, waist, looks narrow, okay? So again, we want to work out on 3 times per week, because that's how muscle grows. Muscle grows when you stimulate it in the gym, and then we rest and recover afterwards. And for muscle to actually grow and repair itself, it takes about 3 to 5 days. And for your central nervous system, because once you work out, your central nervous system also gets damaged, it gets fatigued. So we want to and that takes about 48 to 70 hours to recover. So when we structure it properly, with only 3 times per week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we allow for that central nervous system to rest and recover before we work out again, but we also allow our muscles to recover as well 3 to 5 days, so they can grow and adapt, and you can come back stronger in the gym and really push the weight, really get stronger and stimulate the muscle to grow even more, And then once we feed it properly and do all of that, it rests and it recovers and grows. And it's just a cycle that compounds, and we build that upper body area really, really nicely and really, really good. Okay. So here I'll give you some exercises. The main exercises we want to focus on are chin-ups or lat pull downs. If you find chin-ups hard in the beginning, this will build your lats muscles and give you that wide frame. Then incline barbell bench press. This will perfectly target your upper chest, which is crucial for upper body development and male muscular body lean look. So we'll build muscle in the upper chest area. And then we have dumbbell or cable lateral raises. This will make your shoulders pop and give that final nice wide frame to your body and an illusion of narrow waist. So this is exactly what I mean over here. This is give that pop. So see how I didn't have that here. See how I have that right here. Okay, so that's what we are aiming with dumbbell or cable lateral raises. And these are the exercises, and you want to structure them into A and B workouts, so that, but also that muscles don't interfere. So you want to have workout A, let's say just, chest and, lateral raises, and then workout B, work back. And then you structure your workouts like that, and then you just go A, B, A, B, A, B. Okay. So that is the first thing. We want to work out 3 times per week. Do not work out every day, because if you work out every day, or 4, 5, 6 days per week, or even more, not even going into that, you don't want to do that, because you're not giving your body and your muscles enough recovery and the rest they need for them to actually grow. Okay, that is the first step and the first part of the protocol. Lift weights 3 times per week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and focus on chest, back, and shoulders area. That's what we want to focus on. Focus on strength, because a stronger muscle is a bigger muscle. So do more reps or more weight on your exercises, or both, every single workout, and that's going to build you muscle in those areas. Simple, easy, effective, fast, really, really simple and straightforward. Okay. Second, and these workouts, by the way, only take about 45 minutes. That's it. Second step is we want to do something called calorie pacing. So what is a calorie pacing? That means that we are going into a bit aggressive fat loss first, and then we're going to increase our calories intake to introduce more food and more calories into our eating, which is going to allow us for a more sustainable and slow, and that fat melting, that last bit of fat that's sitting around, for it to melt away and go away without losing muscle. Okay. So why I want to go into 1000 calorie deficit first is because you want that big first layer of fat to shed down fast and first. When you're not hungry, when you're just beginning your diet, when you're feeling motivated, and you want to also reinforce to your brain and to your mind, hey, I'm seeing results every single day. I'm seeing the change in the mirror like every single day, because when you go into that 1000 calorie deficit, you see the changes like really, really, really fast. And that motivates you. And what you essentially do after those 4 to 6 weeks is you introduce your more food, so your body will feel even stronger afterwards, and that will allow you to easily stick to this plan. And this is called calorie spacing. Okay, so first fast fat shedding phase, slashing the big layer of fat first and fast, then slow sustainable fat melting phase, revealing the abs and the leanness after that sustainably and easily. Okay, so if you don't know how to calculate your calories intake, you can use this formula over here. I'm not going to go over it right now, but basically just screenshot this, use this formula over here to calculate how many calories your body burns right now and how many calories you need to eat every single day for that to happen. Okay, and important, here is what you want to do is you don't want to have a strict diet plan. You don't want to have a strict meal plan. You want to make 4 to 6 meals that have 40 to 60 grams of protein and 400 to 600 calories per meal. Okay, and those meals, make sure that they are fast and easy for you to make them, so you find them easily to make, so you don't have to meal prep, you don't have to waste your mental energy or time or energy in general to make those meals, right? You want them to be fast, quick, and easy, and you want them to keep you full for hours, so you don't go hungry, so you don't overeat, right? You don't binge on your diet, and then you enjoy them. So those are the 3 main parts that you want these meals to have. And then what you do, and this is the crucial part, and this is the fun thing about calorie spacing, is you rotate these 2 to 4 of these meals daily. and make 70 to 80% of your daily calories intake of them. Okay. And then what you do is you leave 20 to 30% of your daily calories for whatever foods you want. So that could be ice cream, pizza, burger, beer, pasta, soda, whatever it is. Okay. This is the whole beauty about it. Okay. The whole beauty about calorie spacing is because calorie is just a calorie. The same way, an inch is just a measurement of height. The same way a calorie is a measurement of energy. So even if you eat 50 calories from a burger, those are the same calories as if you are going to eat 50 calories from an apple. Okay, so your body weight doesn't care about it, and that's the beauty about it. And this is what allows us to sustainably and easily stick to this eating structure and this eating plan, and just lose weight, and build that Hollywood lean muscular body really easily and really simply by just following these simple rules. So this removes the restriction aspect from the traditional dieting completely and allows you to easily stick and follow the plan. So because those strict diets, like, you feel guilty when you eat chocolate bar, which you shouldn't, because we as humans aren't built to follow restrictions. Like, we hate rules, right? We don't like rules, but strict diets have those rules. And this is why you see most people, following strict diets quit after like 2 or 3 weeks. And yet, sure, they lose weight, but they quit and then they regain the weight back. And they're just stuck in this vicious cycle, never actually losing belly fat and getting lean and muscle. Not even going to talk about, those extreme routines and diets that just leave you hungry and miserable all day long, and crush your testosterone and hormones and all of that. Not even going into that, which makes it harder for you to build muscle. Not even going into that. Just make sure that you follow, have 4 to 6 meals that have 40 to 60 grams of protein and 400 to 600 calories per meal, and have these 3 character traits, and just rotate them every single day. Make them 70 to 80% of your daily calories intake. Leave 20 to 30% for whatever foods you want. That's it. Okay, simple, easy, again, fast. Very effective method. Okay, so that's step number 1 and 2. Lift weights 3 times a week and do calorie spacing, which is be in 1,000 calorie deficit for the first 4 to 6 weeks, and then 500 calorie deficit after. So you get first fast motivation, big win first and fast, and then we introduce more food, so, refreshing our system and refreshing our body, so we can actually maximize fat loss and maximize muscle building. Okay. Step number 3 is eat 150 to 200 grams of complete proteins, and I'm gonna go into what complete protein is in just a second, but it's important that you eat complete proteins. Basically, complete proteins is protein that has all 9 essential amino acids, because your body can only absorb those proteins and can use only those proteins effectively to build muscle. Okay, so I'll go over that in just a second. So here is the list of 9 essential complete proteins that have all 9 essential amino acids. And you can also add tofu over here. And you want to make 150 to you want to eat 150 to 200 grams from these sources, okay, from complete protein. So each one of these are high in protein and are complete proteins, and will help you easily hit your protein targets while staying in your calorie budget. And guess what? Make 4 to 6 meals these foods. So this is the foundation of those 4 to 6 meals that we just talked previously. Okay. Now, what are complete proteins? What am I even talking about here? Well, protein is made up of things called amino acids, and our body also produces amino acids, and there's about 500 amino acids in our body, but around 20 of those our body cannot produce. So we have to get them through diet. And from those 20, there are 11 non-essential amino acids, and there are 9 essential amino acids that our body literally needs, right? So we have to get it through diet, or we're not going to build muscle and we're going to feel terrible, and life is going to suck. Not really, but you get a point. Like, if we want to build muscle and if we want to build that lean muscle or Hollywood star body, we need to have these 9 essential amino acids, because they do build muscle the most effective for us. And these are the proteins that have all of these 9 essential amino acids, and these we want to make these and eat these 150 to 100 grams per day. Okay, so I'll give an example from, for example, oats. You know, some people count protein from oats. You don't count protein from oats, because that is not a complete protein. It has, it doesn't have all 9 essential amino acids. It may have, 8 or 7 or 6 or 2, but it has to have all 9. Okay, so that is it. Step number 3 is we eat 150 to 200 grams of protein, complete protein, every single day. So we lift weights 3 times per week. We do calorie spacing, 1000 calorie deficit for the first 4 to 6 weeks, and then 500 calorie deficit. And we eat 150 to 200 grams of protein every single day, complete protein. Step number 4, do some low intensity cardio every day for 30 minutes. Okay, so, and it's very important that I mention low intensity cardio. So that could be walking, swimming, basketball, or any sports. Those are the best forms of cardio for fat loss, since they do not interfere with muscle recovery. Remember how the muscle grows? Muscle has to recover. Well, running or, other forms similar to running, they interfere with your muscle recovery. They can burn your muscle. They can make you lose more muscle, which is not what we want. We want to burn fat, not muscle. We want to build muscle, right? And for example, walking, it doesn't interfere, because it's low intensity. It's not hard on joints. It doesn't make you hungry. It's easy and sustainable. Everybody can stick to it. Everybody, can walk for 30 minutes per day. It's easy. Or anybody can play basketball, with family, with kids. Like, it's easy, right? And as well as walking, it uses fat as primary fuel source instead of carbs. And running and those long distance high intensity cardio routines, they use primary carbs for fuel. And what happens is most people don't notice, and our body basically, after it burns through all the carbs in our system, it starts burning fat for fuel. And that's where you actually see those marathon runners, and I'll put the picture here somewhere, that have pretty much no muscle, are skinny, look tired, look, weak. That's because, this is just how our body works, right? It has to burn through the muscle. It doesn't burn fat because our body, it has a built-in survival mechanism, and it needs fat. Like, it holds on to fat if, we go and run for long distance. It sees it as a threat. It sees it as stress, and it just wants to hold on to it. So if you want to burn fat and preserve muscle, which is essentially what we are doing to build a Hollywood star body, then we have to walk and not, run. So avoid running. I just went over it, but let's go run it through quickly. Avoid running or long distance duration running, since it directly interferes with your muscle recovery and it puts pressure on your joints as well. Your body also optimizes to burn more muscle running and doing the long distance, because the less mass you have, the easier and longer you'll be able to run, obviously. And not to mention, running builds slow twitch muscle fibers, which are slow and weak in size, which is good for running, but bad for muscle and strength building and getting that lean and Hollywood body. As well as, I don't want to get into, terminology here, but basically slow twitch muscle fibers are muscle fibers that you want to have for running, because they're in dimensions smaller, and it allows our body to have less mass total on our body, and allows us to run for longer. But that is not what we want. If we want to get Hollywood star leanness, we want to minimize fat and maximize muscle in the upper body area. Okay, so instead, if you do some cardio, like be walking, cycling, swimming, playing basketball, or any sports for about 30 minutes per day, that's a perfect sweet spot. You don't need more than that. If you ask me, I suggest walking. So you can make it fun. Here's some examples how you can make it fun. Walk with the dog, call a friend, listen to podcast, and just rest your mind. And walking also burns fat for fuel and helps with digestion, which brings up your energy and motivation to work out and eat right, which is you lose fat and get lean easily and fast. Okay, many benefits for low intensity cardio we have, which is why we are using it and why we're making it step number 4 of the 5-step Hollywood body protocol. Okay, so do some low intensity cardio every day for 30 minutes. Again, it could be walking, it could be basketball or any sports. That's a thumbs up. Make it fun and make it easy. It's easy, just 30 minutes. You can spread it across the day, and that should be about it. Step number 4 done. So we have lift weights 3 times per week, do calorie spacing, so 1,000 calorie deficit for the first 4 to 6 weeks, and then 500 calorie deficit, so introducing more food. Eat 150 to 200 grams of protein, and do some low intensity cardio, because high intensity, long duration cardio is hurts our muscle recovery, which will blunt our progress, and make it harder. So we are just doing low intensity cardio, so we have even more fat loss burning there. Okay, and that brings us to the last and the fifth step, which is sleep for 7+ hours per night. Okay, and before you think like, oh, why is this a step, I'm gonna tell you a simple study done in 2010 that proves and that will drive this point home and will change your perspective and view about sleep forever, because it truly is this important. Like, sleeping for 7+ hours, you may think like sleep whatever, but it's truly important, and here is why. So basically, there was a study done in 2010 where there were two groups of men. One group of men slept for 5.5 hours, and another group of men slept for 8.5 hours. And they measured progress, and they were in a calorie deficit, right? So they were following a calorie diet. And after a couple of weeks, they measured the results, and the group that slept 5.5 hours, so the group that slept less, they lost 60% more fat-free mass, which is basically muscle mass and bones mass, organs mass, essentially any mass that isn't fat, skin, 60% more of that, and 55% less fat than the group that slept 8.5 hours. Do you see how crazy that is? Like, only 3-hour difference. It makes a huge difference. So essentially, if you're in a calorie deficit and you have to lose 20 pounds, you would lose 10 pounds of fat and lose 5 pounds of muscle, instead of losing 20 pounds of fat and only 2.5 pounds of muscle. If you were to lose muscle. Okay, so it's crazy game changer thing, and that's why I put it into step number 5. What do you have to do if you want to build a Hollywood star, lean body, attractive body, V-shaped body in 90 days from now? Okay, so this is the study. You can look it up. I'll put it somewhere around here, a studied reference, so you can go ahead and look it up. But it's crazy. So make sure you get at least 7+ hours per night. That is the sweet spot. I know we cannot all get 8 hours of sleep. We all have responsibilities. We all have life, right? But I have found with me and with my clients that 7 hours is all you need if you can get 8+, right? So 7+ is the thing we are aiming for. If you can get 8, go for 8. But 7+, 7 or more, that's what we are aiming for. Do not go and sleep less than 7 hours, because I have found that when that happens, muscle building just gets harder, fat loss just gets harder, you're tired all day and you're hungry all day, and it just makes the whole process 10 times harder. Who does want that? You don't want that, right? So work your way up to it. If you can't get it immediately, so start measuring it. Start with 6, then 6.1, then 6.2. Take notes of it and track progress, just like you do with your workouts. So we're tracking everything. We're tracking calories. We're tracking, weights, sets, and reps. We're tracking protein. We're tracking our cardio, and we have to track, sleep, because what gets measured, and write this down, what gets measured gets improved, even with no intention. But here we're putting in the intention, and it will improve definitely. Okay, so if you find it hard sleeping, here are some tips that have helped me. I'm not going to go into this right now, but basically sleep in a colder room, make your room pitch dark black, have same regular sleep and wake up time. This is huge, and by far the 20% that makes 80% of the result. Have nighttime routine, no caffeine after 6 p.m., no coffee. Read before bed 15-30 minutes. This will make you sleepy, and will make it easy for you to fall asleep. Put your phone away from your bed so you don't see it when you're sleeping. And that's about it. And things that also help, but haven't tried, earplugs that cancel all the noise, because obviously the noise it makes it harder for you to sleep, right? So that's about it. That's the 5th step. Sleep for 7+ hours per night. It is crucial. It is really a game changer, because if you don't sleep enough, you're going to lose 60% more fat-free mass, so more muscle, and 55% less fat, which is not what you want to do if you want to build lean Hollywood, muscle body that you are actually proud of and that you actually like and see and enjoy. Okay, so those were the 5 steps, and if you do this, if you follow these 5 steps, you are in the end going to build a Hollywood body. Simple as this. You're going to get your body fat percentage down to 8 to 12%, and you're going to build muscle in the right places if you follow these 5 steps that are presented to you over here. Now, with that being said, if you want me to personally help you build a Hollywood body in 90 days using my 5-step plan, or you don't pay, click the first link down in the description, apply now, and I'll talk to you soon.